Alright, cool. So basically, VoxGains is officially launching daily forex trading live streams. We are going to be trading every single day. We're going to be watching news, taking the trades, so you guys can make money. So yeah, that is the plan, by the way. And of course, if you guys would like to actually learn more, you can actually join the mentorship, all that kind of good stuff. So how do you identify supply and demand? That's a really good question. I personally don't trade supply and demand, but the way I know it is basically you need to find three really big candles. So let me just find them myself. Okay, so like this. So three impulsive candles that are upside, like let's say over here, we are going to identify supply as far as I know. Or like, sorry, I think that's demand. So basically, like I said, I don't really trade supply and demand myself. So what you're actually going to do is, these are three good candles that are moving up relatively fast. And you're going to just mark this previous candle before that. So this is the the demand zone over here. As far as I know, this is how I learned it, but personally I don't really use it. I just trade with support and resistance, and there's Vox in the group who trades with well, SMC concepts. Both of it works, I just prefer retail concepts better, and I do see why, both of it works in correlation with each other, because the retail traders are officially, like, not officially, but I'm slipping up, are obviously like getting exploited by these SMC traders and the banks. But the knowledgeable retail trader who actually trades not with like limit orders, because let's be honest, you cannot really trade retail concepts with limit orders. Like, it's not possible. Like, I've never seen a guy actually trading with limit orders. So yeah, like the only guys that are actually trading with limit orders and I know that are profitable are SMC traders, and that's it basically. So the only guys that are actually profitable with retail trading are obviously the guys who are patient enough to basically just wait for price to actually go back into the zone, and just see the reaction, see everything that unfolds and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we are going to be using retail concepts during these live streams, and obviously we might see well, Vox joining us in the future. But for now, we are going to basically just focus on win rate, because SMC has a low win rate but it has a high risk reward, right? Now with retail concepts, you have well, a decent win rate, but you have high you have a decent risk to reward, but you have high win rate, well, compared to SMC concepts. So it all adds up. So if you guys want to catch a good trade, or like it's not really going to be every single trade a winner, let's say, but we are going to aim for precision and all that kind of stuff. So basically, if you guys want to catch some good trades with us during the trading weeks, then just hop in here. We are going to be trading every single day. Tomorrow is actually a bank holiday on US markets, Japanese markets, and Canadian markets, so it's going to be a rather slow day. I'm going to launch a live stream anyways, just to see what's going to happen, but don't expect much movement from the charts. I'm quite understanding the SMC concept better. Yeah, that's good. Like, just trade what works best. Like, that's the best way to go about it. What time frames work the best to trade? It depends on what kind of trader you are. Like, let's say, for me, I'm a day trader. For me, I like the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. These are the time frames that I use consistently. But as a swing trader, you should actually use the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and the monthly sometimes. So yeah, I'm a day trader myself. I'm not really a scalper. Obviously some day trades might actually take profit at sooner times than I actually expect, and you might say that's okay, that's scalping, but in reality no. Like, I'm actually targeting like 70 pips per trade, which is like a decent size for a day trader. We'll be on the stream. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So yeah, like I said, guys, like, if you want to learn more about this, then just join the mentorship. Like right now, bro, I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know to actually mark up your charts like a retail trader in the past couple of the next couple of minutes over here. I'm just going to answer some questions in the chat though. How do I become a better trader? Well, first of all, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta really be disciplined in your life and in everything in general. So basically, what do I mean by discipline? You gotta get your life in order, okay? So you should not expect profits from the markets without being disciplined. So you actually need to develop some habits that you follow and you strictly actually follow each and every day. So let's say you set yourself, okay, I'm going to take a cold shower today, and you actually keep your word and you're taking that cold shower each and every day. You need to do that. You actually like there's if you are not going to be disciplined with this simple of a task, then you are not going to be well. You're not going to well get profits from the markets. Like there's no point expecting profits from the markets if you're not disciplined in any other easier parts in your life. So first of all, it's discipline. Then showing up every day to the markets is a big thing as well. So you gotta be, you gotta be watching the charts each and every day, even if it's for like, like let's say like 2 hours. You gotta be showing up to the charts. You gotta be actually watching the charts, and just learning new things, trying to be like at least 1% better each and every day. And of course, I could go into like market psychology and all this kind of stuff, and strategy as well, but just find a strategy that is proven to be profitable. Try to actually make it your own strategy, try to actually get familiar with it and all this kind of stuff. So if you actually manage to do that, then you're going to be a better trader over time. What's the maximum risk reward you should take as a retail trader? Well, there's no such thing as a maximum risk reward, but like as a retail trader, my best trades are like 1 to 5s. But obviously, like my entry technique is a little bit, more conservative than a lot of people. So most of the time, I'm going to be averaging like a 1 to 2s and 1 to 3s. You gotta make a new Discord link. It's expired. All right, I will actually get my team on that. I think they are watching the live stream right now. You guys gotta make a new Discord link. How do I improve my confidence in trading? Well, first of all, obviously you need to actually start trading a live account, even if it's like $100. But after like you are winning in demo and you're actually keeping your own word to yourself and being disciplined, then you should already have some baseline confidence. So just grow a demo account, then grow a small live account, and then move on to like let's say funded accounts. That's the easiest explanation that I can give. What entry techniques can I use? Well, you can use candlestick patterns, change of character, and I think this is it. Like to be honest, this is the two entry techniques that I use myself. But as an SMC trader, you might as well just use like limit orders or like stop orders. Like yeah, these three are basically the techniques that I know of. Let me just drink something real quick. All right. Any more questions? By the way, how is the link going? Send me the link like in my DMs on Discord, so I can put it in the description. Yeah, so we are going to get into actually marking up charts anytime soon. I'm just going to answer more questions if you guys have any. What is support and resistance? I'm going to show it right now basically. So support is, well, I'm just going to draw something over here to make it look easy. Okay, so basically this is the top over here is resistance and the bottom is support. Okay, so let's say price is traveling in between like this. You notice that obviously when it reaches resistance, the price gets rejected to the downside, so it's acting like a ceiling. And when support, when it reaches support, it's acting like a floor. So it's a floor and a ceiling basically. And obviously, you can use this to your advantage by, let's say, you need to identify support and resistance by looking at it, and let's say it's a structural level, and you need to look left, and you need to confirm that okay, this structural level or like this support and resistance has been tested before as a good level of support and resistance. So you can't really just mark off levels as let's say this is some structure over here. Okay, so this was tested before, but this was not. So and let's say price has made in the past something like this over here. Okay, and we ended up over here. So basically, there was a support and resistance tested over here, right? But you cannot mark off this one. I mean, yeah, well, I just contradicted myself. But yeah, this was tested in the past as well. But let's say right now that we just move this up a little bit, and this wasn't tested in the past. Okay, so this wasn't tested, as you can see. You cannot mark this one because this is the first initial push. You can mark this one over here and this one. You cannot mark untested levels. So yeah, this is just a structure point. If price actually happens to actually reject from this point when it comes back, you can actually call that support and resistance as well. But you would need to find, you know, obvious rejections over there. Until then, it's just, you know, structural point. So yeah, this is basically support and resistance. It's floor and the it's a floor and the ceiling. And obviously, if a ceiling gets broken, now it's going to act like a floor. It's as simple as that. Yeah, and I'm going to just basically paste the new link in the description and just spam the chat over here. Add it to the description. And hold up. Yeah, this is the link. Yeah, alright, any more questions? Could you explain a bit of funding? So like funding firms or something like that? I could explain that, of course. So funding firms, basically, the way they work is actually, well, they are like, there's a company, let's say. There's a company that is willing to actually fund, you know, profitable traders. So let's say there's like a group of traders that are going to pass a challenge and they are going to receive live funds, let's say of like $100,000. They are going to trade the company's money and receive like a 70% profit share from that, and then the company makes money from the traders because they receive 30% profit share from their own money, of course. But they actually make sure that, you know, like the trader is a good trader by making them take a demo test before. And you need to like actually deposit some money. Like with most funding firms, the $100,000 challenge is about $500. So you actually need to put down $500 to take the 100 grand challenge. And once you actually do that, you have some risk involved. So you're not just going to gamble it and, you know, just basically like, you know, get in because of luck for like the, you know, the third time of doing it. You're going to need to actually take the risk and just do it yourself and make the, you know, make the payment and just grow the account. You need to grow the account to an extent that, you know, they accept. My FOREX funds does it to 8% as far as I know, and FTMO does it to 10%. And once you pass like 2 phases of this testing period, then you're going to receive live funds in your account that you're actually going to use to make live profits with it. How do I improve my psychology aspect of trading? Well, first of all, like I said, like in the beginning of the stream, you're going to need to actually get disciplined and get consistent with your whole strategy. So obviously, if you're going to pick a strategy, you need to pick a strategy that actually works, and a price action strategy. So first things first, price action strategy that is proven to be profitable. This is a really important thing. Now you are actually going to need to find a mentor who can actually guide you through this whole thing, because without a mentor you're kind of lost and you cannot really do, you know, well, do efficiently in the markets without a mentor. Because like, let's say you are going to fail for like a month with this strategy because you don't really understand it, and you know there's no mentor behind you to actually cover you. So you are not really going to be able to, well, trust this system anymore. Like, you're going to be able, like you're going to actually need to resort back to your own instincts, your own knowledge of the markets, and you're going to commit the same mistakes over and over again, or make very slow progress with this without having a mentor. So you need to get a mentor. You need to actually stay consistent and disciplined with this whole thing. And once you actually do that and you actually start receiving profits on like demo accounts or like small live accounts, you are actually just, you know, naturally going to build up confidence in your own trading. That's pretty much, you know, how I could explain it. But yeah. I'm gonna just drink once again. But yeah, any more questions before I start marking up the charts? Alright, so basically, what I see over here, I'm just going to exit from this mode. Okay, so with this whole marking up thing, with the retail trading, so what's a premium and discount? So yeah, basically with us retail traders, I usually do the Fibonacci retracement, and I think SMC traders do the Fibonacci retracement as well, but I think they are doing it a little bit differently. I'm basically using it to measure retracement. So let's say this price actually wanted to come back to this zone over here, but as far as I can see, I actually made a mistake over here and should have put my zone a little bit lower, because as you can see, I'm just trying to drag it. In the past, this level was tested over here and not over here. So that was a much more reliable level of, well, support and resistance. So let's say price is going to come back over here to test this level. Basically, you're going to actually use the Fibonacci tool like so over here to measure, well, sort of like the premium and discount zones. I'm actually, like, one of my confluences that I'm actually trying to use in each and every trade that I take is basically, oh, I didn't want to use this, is basically the golden zone or the Fibonacci. So I need price to actually at least tap into my golden zone, which is between the 50 and the 618. And as far as I know, SMC traders call it, you know, well, this is the premium zone over here because it's above the 50 level. So, well, sort of like it's aligned with SMC and retail. But yeah, so basically premium and discount zones are, you know, measured by using a Fibonacci tool and seeing the distance of the market. But to be honest, I think SMC traders would use it something like this, and they would say like, okay, below this point over here is a discount zone, below above this is a premium zone, and they would take a trade somewhere along the lines of over here with the stop loss of like this and the take profit like this in the bottom. I think this is what with SMC traders do. This is like a 1 to 10, so that, you know, kind of aligns with SMC as well. So yeah, but the retail trading side is like I explained. How to improve my confidence in trading? Well, it's you know, it all comes down to discipline, like I said. But you know, if you are really trying desperate to improve your confidence, just make sure you believe yourself that you are actually, you know, capable of doing things. And basically, one way to actually get more confident is being more stoic. So what is stoicism? Stoicism is a very, very simple concept, and I think everyone should live by it, or like, you know, not live by it, but like, you know, just at least be stoic about your trading. So what does that mean? Being stoic about the trading is one very simple concept that, you know, you should follow. It's basically the knowledge of everything is going to be all right. So you just need to think, you just need to believe that everything is going to be all right. And you actually need to get familiar, you need to get comfortable with this thought. Because in the end, like, if you really think about it, everything is going to be alright. As long as you keep putting in the work, as long as you keep showing up, you keep being disciplined and all that kind of stuff, you need to actually believe that everything is going to be alright. And if you actually believe that, then you're going to have confidence in your own craft. Maybe not in your trading, but you know, the trading confidence is going to come mainly from, well, it's going to come mainly from trading itself. So you need to actually, you know, achieve some success in trading. But the best way to do that is, you know, obviously if something works, then don't quit doing that. Like, if something works, then, you know, obviously you're going to end up losing some trades in every single strategy. So there's no reason why you should be, you know, sobbing over a loss or something like that. And you know, SMC traders lose a lot, but they win really big when they win. So yeah, and you know, retail traders lose sometimes as well. Like, sometimes I'm on a losing streak and there's nothing that can actually, like, you know, get, you know, some self-doubt out in my mind, because if I actually doubt myself, then what I'm going to say and what, you know, comes out of my mouth is actually, you know, what is going to be my reality. That's the way I look at it. So you need to actually say positive things about yourself, positive things to yourself, and all this kind of stuff. You need to be confident, like overall in your craft, in yourself as a human being, if you will. So yeah, and the best way to do it, you know, if you're not really looking at from a trading perspective, is basically, you know, working out and building yourself a better physique. And if you actually see yourself improving physically, then you're going to be like, okay, nice, this is actually working now. So as long as I keep putting in the work, I'm going to become, you know, more and more attractive. So yeah, that's kind of my way of looking at things. But yeah, so this is my overall markup on the 4-hour time frame for gold. I know it's not that much of, you know, like zones over here, but to be honest, this is what I need to look for. Like, I don't need to overcomplicate this like at all. And yeah, this is my main watch list. I try to focus on these pairs mainly, but of course, like, you know, I tend to go to many different pairs along the line. So I'm just going to add, well, I wanted to add a pair. I don't know if I should do it, but you know what, let's just add Euro USD just as an extra. So we have 6 pairs over here. This is what we are actually going to trade, and yeah, so we are going to mark them up right now. So like this, this is going to be, okay, so let me explain. My blue zones are going to be the intraday zones. The yellow zones are going to be the key levels. That's pretty much it. Okay, so this is a big zone over here, but like this is the true well, size of the zone over here. Yeah, but we don't really need to pay attention to this one over here because obviously price is not there. Right now price is actually traveling in between these two zones, and you know, as you can see over here, price has been rejected 2 times before, which actually makes the zone a valid support level. So we are actually now awaiting a reaction off of this, or you know, if price decides to break below this, then obviously, you know, we are waiting for that one. But you know, if it's going to come back, then we are going to look for shorts on the 30-minute time frame. And actually, you know, you can actually look for shorts on the 30-minute time frame, but you can actually look for shorts on the 5-minute time frame as well if you are going to, well, use a change of character. The change of character works best on the 5-minute time frame as far as I tested and as far as I traded with it. And I usually, you know, enter with change of character myself. I don't really do engulfings nowadays, but obviously we are going to watch multiple time frames at once. So we are actually going to notice if, you know, an engulfing appears, you know, first, or a change of character. So we are going to enter the best way possible. So right now over here, this level, well, we could mark it as a last resort, but I don't really want to mark intraday levels right now because I don't think it's beneficial. I think it would be more beneficial to mark them during London session. So yeah, I'm going to be waking up at like 6 a.m. let's say. I'm not going to be streaming by then, but you know, at 6 a.m. I'm just going to mark up some key levels on my intraday time frame. So yeah, this is pretty much what gold looks like on the 4-hour. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Obviously you can see that you could have caught a good sell from this point. You're going to mark the Fibonacci from the 15-minute like so, and you're going to go down to the 5-minute. So as you can see, it's our golden zone, and then price actually comes into this zone, actually rejects, and you kind of have yourself a later entry over here, which is alright, to be honest. Like over here, you're going to be, well, able to secure a 1.7 risk, but it's not that great. But obviously, like, this is not the most ideal setup. Sometimes when the market is like this, so far away from my zone, I'm not really going to be entering. Usually when, you know, the market's doing like 5-minute change of character, it's basically, well, it's basically much closer. Like, it's making some internal levels over here in the 5-minute as well. But as you can see, it only happened over here this time. But you can actually enter with this big candle over here, because obviously if you see a candle like this, even on the 5-minute, and especially if you are reacting off of, you know, a key level over here, a 4-hour key level, key resistance, so to speak, you're going to actually be like, okay, this is a huge rejection, I might actually enter. And with that being said, you can actually close a well, let's say a $2,000 trade, $2,200 in your pocket from that trade. So that's really clean over there, and it aligned with, you know, the lower time frames as well. You know, the higher time frame was trending trending down, and lower time frames were trending down, and it was just all in all a great trade, as you can see. And you can mark off, let's say, like a 30-minute level of resistance over here, but you're not going to do that because it's going to make your charts look messy, and you need to actually make your charts look as clean as possible to just, you know, keep up with the markets. So yeah, this is kind of how you do markups. Should we keep going? Like, should I actually do markups, you know, for every single pair, or should we actually just end our session over here? Because I don't think we need to explain a lot more, but you know, obviously, like, this knowledge might be sold in the group later on, because you know, obviously this knowledge was hard to get. You know, I'm not trying to spill everything here. So yeah, but I can help you guys. Like, if you guys have a specific question, then I'm going to answer. Well, honestly, like, that's my job, to help you guys. All right, so we are going to actually speak tomorrow. We're going to launch a New York session, trading session, and we are going to look for some good trades during New York session. See you guys, and I hope you guys the best. And yep, this is pretty much it for the first live stream of the channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys could find some, you know, some valuable gems in here, like the support and resistance explanation, or like the psychology and, you know, like, discipline advice that I actually gave you guys. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. We're going to stream from, well, New York session open, which is, well, my time, which is like Central European time. It's from 2 p.m. I might, you know, launch a little bit later, depending on, you know, if I'm going to be home or not. But yeah, we are going to see you in New York session. So yeah, have a great night, and